These were the three first investments that I ever made when I was 20, and looking back, they taught me so much about how I invest today. Around my 19th birthday, I received a couple of books and actually started listening to some podcasts around how to start investing and how to improve your financial literacy. So over that 12 months between my 19th and my 20th birthday, I started on the fundamentals, doing the research, learning value investing, really scratching the surface of index investing, but also really focusing on the basics like getting a really, really basic emergency fund. A few months after I turned 20, I had to take the plunge and start investing. Now, for me, I implemented a value investing approach because I was actually out there stock picking. Now, value investing involves going out there and finding companies that are trading below their intrinsic value. So for the first investment I made, it was around March of 2017. I invested in A2 Milk. A2 Milk wasn't popular like it is today. It was something that had just been released in Woolworths. And I'm not sure if you remember back then, there were a lot of news articles about people fighting over baby formula. So A2 Milk, given its unique branding and A2 protein, there was a lot of speculation, but also developments around them moving into the Chinese market and blowing up. I purchased A2 Milk in March of 2017 for $2.54 per share, and that did extremely well. It was sold around 18 months later. My second investment came actually in the same month in 2018, and then a couple of months later, I invested in NDQ, which is the NASDAQ ETF. The first tranche was at $13.33 a share, and the second tranche was at $12.98 per share. Tech was due for a big run. It had started to move, and then boy, looking back in 2026, has that done well? It currently trades over $54 a share at yesterday's close. My third investment was Kogan. Online retail was really starting to boom, particularly retail where they sold lots of different things at budget prices to compete with JB Hi-Fi and the like. Kogan purchased that, I believe it was August of 2017 for $3.09 a share. That was also sold around 18 months later with A2 Milk when I started to move to a passive approach. It did well. But looking back today in 2026 at Kogan and A2 Milk in particular, this is why stock picking tends to underperform. Both companies had fantastic runs, but if you didn't get in on time and then out on time, the opportunity cost is massive. Stay tuned for the next video where I'm actually going to talk about how I invest today, 10 to 12 years down the track.